Welcome to the Global CEO Magazine TV, where we discuss about leadership and all its dynamics that surrounds it. So today, ladies and gentlemen, in conversation with me is Dr. Tharindu Atapattu, who is the Director and the Chief Executive Officer of Swisstek Aluminium Ltd, and as well as Lanka Swisstek Private Limited India. Dr. Atapattu, welcome to the show, and it's an absolute honor to have you here with us.
Thank you very much.
Now, it's no secret that during the last couple of years, Sri Lanka went through a number of restructures, number of reforms, and at the same time, a number of disruptions to its market and to its economy as well. So what do you think about the leadership qualities that one should possess to navigate their organization or a company through these disruptions?
Yeah. You mentioned a couple of keywords actually. One was the leadership. Other one you mentioned about the challenges and then the strategies. Let me start from that three words. Now, if I talk about the leadership, I see leadership in three different words. It's called C, D and F. Leadership is a choice, leadership is a decision, and leadership is a feeling. If you talk about strategies, strategy is set of activities people do, unique activities for the benefit of their organization. And if you talk about challenges, I see challenges in a different way actually. I call challenges as DODs. So that is different operational demands. So when you combine that three keywords, the automatic word coming to my mind is a culture. So the culture was the panacea for any issue I see in any disruptions. So the culture in my organization, we have developed a different culture. When I say different culture, we call it as LCSC culture. So to develop that LCSC culture, LCSC, L means learning, C means challenging, S means supporting, E means evolving. So those are the four ingredients of our culture. To develop that culture, we have a unique approach. So that is basically the number one. We talk about feelings, we talk about unique ways of doing things, we talk about challenges, different ways of doing things. So the first thing we did was, it was beyond strategies, we love our team. Love is the number one. Yeah. So when we love our team, we share with them. We share with them the current challenges or current scenarios, the current situation. The number one is loving the team, genuine loving the team, and then sharing what is current. When we share what is current, they see different pictures. They will have some questions, and then by the same time we communicate to them what is our vision, where we want to be. When we communicate all three, then they will have questions how to get there. Then we coach these people. That is the fourth pillar. And then the fifth pillar, so they know what to do and they need some support. So we work with them. We work with them to inculcate a culture of winning always. So basically with that one, they generate a lot of dopamine, I would say. They get addicted to their dopamine level because they do something new, they achieve something new, and they go in the cycle. So basically in simple language, what we did was, everyone is doing, we love our team genuinely, and as a result, we share with them the current situation. The current situation, when I share the current situation, we don't share everything with everyone. We have to share with relevant people the relevant level of information, then only they will have the solutions, otherwise they will get scared. So then the number three, communicating the vision always, then they see the future, sustainability, and some sustainability. And then we coach these people, and then finally we work with these people to get into where they want to be. If I talk about coaching, the model I use is called GPS. It's called growth, P is progress, S is success. So under growth model, what we do is, G means again the goal. We talk with them their goals, and then how that goals can be matched with organizational goal. And then R means the reality, current situation. GRO is the opportunity that person has to reach that level. GRO, W means the willingness to get there. and then the T is the threats or whatever that he is having, techniques that he is having, and then H is his habits. Every strategy is a habit. If there is no habit related to any strategy, that strategy will not be executed. So those are the key things we did in our organization. It's mainly the culture to adopt and adapt new situations, new challenges.
Now, one of the key aspects of guiding your company and organization through tough times is being innovative and at the same time doing those adjustments when and where necessary. So, can you share with us some of the innovative methods and the adjustments that you have made, and at the same time the impact of those methods that you've used over the years?
Yeah, actually innovativeness comes with the people. As I mentioned again, I can link it to my team. So we always we always live with LCSC culture, learning, challenging, supporting and evolving. So that innovativeness is built in the culture. So when I say innovativeness, we have innovated in two aspects. One is that innovation of people, other one is innovation of products or processes or whatever, materialistic thing. When we innovate people, the culture itself supported us to innovate people. Some people who believed they could not do certain things, they started believing they can do simply because they started generating that dopamine level with achieving things together. So that was a success story. And then with that one, with those people, they started developing new processes, they started developing new methods, they started developing new products and all. So in that context, cost reduction projects were making a key role during that time actually, because always, every time when we talk about challenge, is always the cost. Finally, it boils down to cost. So before facing the challenge, actually the DOD, different operational demand, we adapted to that situation. We started those cost saving projects even before those challenges are coming in front of us. Like we had about 18-20 cost saving projects which were saving about hundreds of millions of rupees. And then when the challenge came, it was like we are already there, that the actions are already taken. So that was a culture we built in. So since you asked about innovativeness in particular, that is the main innovativeness. So we produce the same thing at a lower cost. We produce a better quality product at a lower cost. And then by the same time, we created new products as well to the global market.
Now, you did mention in our first question, you did mention about certain strategies that you have used over the years at Swisstek, especially during the tough times. And I think some of these strategies that you mentioned are very unique to the Swisstek Aluminium Company as well. So, can you guide us through the qualities of leadership that you would want to see in another person, or that you have implemented over the past couple of years? Not the strategies, but the qualities that a leader should possess.
Number one is the love. Leaders should genuinely love their team. It's not like. We need to understand the difference between love and like. We love our parents. Sometimes we don't like our parents for things that they tell us. Sometimes we don't like our children the way they do certain things, but we still love. So that uncompromising love has to be there. So when you love your team, you care them. When you care them, so again it goes to LCSC. You learn, you challenge, you support, you evolve. So as a leader, I think if I am to mention one feature that leader has to have is the coaching. Love and coaching. So once you coach, you create more leaders. That more leaders will create more leaders. So that's how we can evolve this culture and organization to another paradigm.
So we Sri Lankans, we normally talk or discuss a lot about the future. You know, the next 5 years could be the next 5 years, could be the next 10 years, and sometimes even far as 2040. So in terms of next 5 years, what do you think in store for Sri Lanka, for Sri Lanka's businesses to operate in the local market, and as well as if they're planning to expand into the global context?
I have heard a lot of people talk about knowledge economy. I believe a different economy. I believe innovative economy, because this is knowledge. Everybody has it, this is knowledge, but it doesn't make a difference. What makes a difference is the innovativeness. So we can do same thing in a different way. So that's the innovativeness. I if I had to mention something, some feature, that is innovativeness. So doing same thing in a different way and exploring different avenues, different people whom people have not seen certain things. We can have sessions, brainstorming sessions, international trends and all. We can analyze things. So it's basically the innovativeness is a single word that I can mention, which will take us to the next level. It can be 5 years or 10 years, whatever.
Now, when it comes to the companies in Sri Lanka, they often think about going to the global context, and especially with the trends like globalization, it has become quite easy, I would say, compared to the last couple of decades. So, especially when it comes to managing your company, going through the global context, and at the same time managing your challenges at the local level, how do you think a leader should control this whole scenario, especially when it comes to the small and medium scale sector who are going into the global context?
Leaders are not controlling actually. Leaders are inspiring people. They make things happen. So if I really directly answer to your question, the local challenges were the main reasons for us to think about global expansions. So basically, we had to face different challenges when we go to global context. But of course, like the challenges or whatever the different operational demands we served in Sri Lanka greatly supported us to adapt into new systems. So with that one, it was not a very difficult task. There were certain regional level challenges we had to overcome. But other than that, I don't see a big challenge over there. So it's basically having the same thing in a different terrain. Every terrain, every country, even if it is Sri Lanka, time to time different challenges are, different operational demands are coming. So if we are adapt to do those things, if you are in another country, you do the same thing. I don't see a big difference in it.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of our conversation with Dr. Tharindu Atapattu, who is the Director and the Chief Executive Officer of Swisstek Aluminium Ltd and Lanka Swisstek Private Limited, India. Dr. Atapattu, thank you for joining with us. I think we had a very fruitful conversation about the leadership, and especially leadership when it comes to managing your organization and company in the global and the local context. Thank you once again for joining with us.
Thank you very much for having me here today.